Watt back live on Twitch, live streaming here. And we are starting a new little strategy game here. I have played it a little bit here and there over the last couple of months. Now, I don't have a lot of experience with it, so I don't know how well we're going to do, but we're going to play Grand Tactician, the Civil War. And of course, we're going to have to be the rebels. I think in real life, the North won the war pretty handily. So I guess the real challenge is going to be to try to survive as the South, as the rebels, and try to survive and see how we do in our little alternate reality here. So I think this will probably be pretty fun. It's definitely going to be challenging. Now there's a lot of interesting things about this game. I really, really do like some of the mechanics of this game. Even more so than what you have in Total War. Um, and I'm really excited about the possibilities in the future for what they can do with this game as far as just the intricacies of the tactics, your division level commands, all the way down to your brigade level commands that you can issue, and all of the things that this game takes into account, such as disorganization, uh, how well your troops are supplied, whether you're trying to march in the wintertime, uh, whether there are feuds between some of your divisional commanders or your brigade commanders, and that those sorts of things definitely had impacts in real life on the way that battles went, and sometimes how strategy unfolded. And all of those mechanics are in this game, um, as well as troop morale. There's just so many things this game takes into account as far as what can happen on a battlefield when you've got two armies with 40,000 men apiece or more actually trying to do something and accomplish something, and all of the possible things that can go wrong here. And I'm really fascinated by that. So that's what we're going to kind of explore in this game, and the things that can just go wrong. So as the South here, as the rebels, we're going to have to overcome all of these issues with our, low industry. It's an agricultural region. This part of the world is just not really set up to field armies of 100,000 men. But somehow in real life they managed to do it. So we're gonna have to see if we can even come close to doing some of the things that they managed to do. We may get crushed. Now, those of you that follow my little stream and my little channel know that in my last little series that I did, I managed to get myself defeated handily by the AI. So it's not going to surprise me at all if I don't get my rear end handed to me by the AI, especially playing as the South here against the immense power of the American North. I mean, it's just immense. When you consider the real power that the North had, it's just incredible. I mean, let's be honest here, okay? Now, I read an article somewhere that really crunched the real numbers. And do you realize that the city of New York, the city of New York, right up here, actually had more gross domestic product than all of the states of the South combined? The city of New York could have fielded an army against the South, and it would have been a formidable army. So the South, not what the odds they were facing fighting against these immensely populated, these industrialized northern states was just really incredible. So we're gonna try. We're gonna see what happens here. Now, um, this is really. I went ahead and I started the game really early. And I've got the speed going real slow right now. It is a real time strategy game, and I am not very good at real time strategy games, but you know what? We're going to give it a go here. I kind of like the turn based games, as anybody that follows my stream knows. But we're going to do real time strategy here, and it's very early. The southern states, the from the very south, have just withdrawn from the American Union and started their own state. Now, Tennessee and Virginia and North Carolina have not joined them yet. It's still really early in the split. And in fact, if you go in and look at our military here, we only have two militia. I wouldn't even call them armies. I would probably call them skirmishers. We've got a Florida state militia and we've got a South Carolina state militia led by Major General Beauregard. And our Florida militia is led by William H. Chase here. So, this is what we have to start with. It's not much to speak of. And you've got all of these federal garrisons here. We've got a federal garrison here at Fort Sumter. So what's going on right now is they're kind of sieging Fort Sumter. I really don't have any control over this right now. This is the South Carolina State militia. I think he's getting ready to siege Fort Sumter. Now, these are historical things that are going to happen. But while all that is going on, I am going to be trying to utilize this time that I really don't have much control over what is happening to go ahead and start trying to get some garrisons on the Mississippi River and find a way to protect New Orleans here. That's my number one priority. While I've got a little bit of time here before the war actually starts. So let me pause this real quick and get okay. So here is the New Orleans. What we've got the port here. Now let me try and we've got a ferry right there. Trying to remember. I've got something up here telling me I need to do something with my policy, so I definitely need to do that. So let's go to military here, and let's look at our fleets. Ships in harbor. Now, how do I... Let's create a new fleet, and I want that fleet to be in New Orleans. There's New Orleans right there. Okay. Port of New Orleans. So let's build a new fleet. And let's construct, we want to construct something relatively cheap, but something that can also be somewhat formidable. Let's see. Something that we can actually get built in a reasonable amount of time. What does the timber-clad gunboat look like as opposed to the paddle steamer gunboat? And what's the difference in price here? It's got the same amount of wood. It's actually got a little more iron on it. It's actually a little bit more formidable than the paddle steamer gunboat. Let's do a timber-clad here. And let's just see if they can just kind of hold the line. So let's build one of those. We've got one of those coming. Let's build two of those for the time being. And we've got Franklin Buchanan is going to be our commander here. Now let me take a look at him. He's got a little bit of fame and he's got some leadership. Fought in the Mexican Civil War. I'm going to go ahead and let him lead this can't figure out how long it's going to take to build these things yet, but they are working on them. We're going to get two timber-clads there in New Orleans. That's something we're going to work on. And let's also create another fleet, and let's put this fleet a little bit further up the Mississippi River to guard it from the north. So let's see. Let's go up Mississippi here. Let's go up to... We don't have Tennessee in the Confederacy yet, so... Hey, what's up there, Nader? No, this game is not really like Total War. It does have some line infantry that they will line up against each other and fire, and that's about where the similarities end. And once we get into battle, and when we're able to maneuver the armies, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But we're not really far enough into the game. It's not going to be long. I really kind of started the game at a really early point here before the war has actually begun. So I'm kind of in a pre-game setting here. I'm trying to give myself every advantage that I can here. So let's move a little bit. Let's move on up to Greenville here, and let's build a fleet there. Once Tennessee joins the Confederacy, we're going to also try and get a little task force in Memphis as well, and help us guard the Mississippi River from the north, because I don't want them taking the Mississippi River away from us. And I really like these timber-clad gunboats for the amount of money that we're putting into them. They've got what is that motor? Yeah, these are some older rate ships up here, but they do. Let's see, got 18 guns on. I think we're better off with these timber-clad gunboats here. So let's build another one of these guys at Greenville, a little bit further up the Mississippi River. Let's build 2 of them there as well. And let's see, George Hollins is going to be the commander. Let's take a look at him. He doesn't look too bad either. He's a volunteer, so we'll let him go ahead and handle that as well. Okay, that's all I'm going to spend on the Mississippi River right now. So we've got that task force there, and we're working on a flotilla of the Mississippi Squadron up here, further up the Mississippi River. And as soon as Tennessee joins the Confederacy, I'm going to start another squadron force up here in Memphis. Okay, I'm going to get time kicking along here, and while it's moving really slow right now, while I kind of familiarize myself with the game, but I will try and speed it up here before long. But I do need to look at some of these here. Let's see. I think I can do 2 policies. Let me check my finances real quick. Yes, I've got room here for 2 additional political policies. So let's look at our policies. I think I definitely want to invest in the military. So let's put a little money. That's going to take almost a year. Almost a year. It's going to take about two-thirds of a year to get that policy. And I guess we'll go ahead and work on the only thing I can. Let's see. What is this? Industrialization. Government funding. I think I'm okay with government funding right now. Let's work on industrialization, because if there's one thing the South needs, it's more industrialization. Yeah, Nader, you are able to get uh, accomplishments done in this game that will bring Kentucky into the Confederacy. If you're able to control, I think, all of the major cities in Kentucky, if you're able to control them with your armies, and you're able to get a certain amount of control over the state, then it will secede from the Union and join the Confederacy. The same thing with Western Virginia. You're also able to get control of Western Virginia, I believe, and get them to secede. And another major part of this game is Missouri. There's going to be some major battles going on in Missouri for control of Missouri. And one of the main problems uh, especially with Missouri, is going to be supply. A couple of times that I've attempted playthroughs of this game, moving armies around Missouri is tough for the Confederacy, because you've got to keep your army supplied. And that's very complicated in this game. That's another thing that you don't have to worry about in Total War. You just give your armies commands and they march. You don't have to worry about whether they're supplied or not. They just magically are. They're just magically able to march over mountains and across deserts and wastelands and get where you told them to go. But in this game, no, no, you got to take a lot of things into consideration if you want to march an army off somewhere. Okay, so time is moving along. It's moving pretty slow, but I'm going to, wow, that is, and another thing too, I'm going to go ahead and speed up time here. There's really no point in me trying to build army. Well, I take that back. Probably wouldn't hurt for me to go ahead and pull up this army here. I do have some volunteers, and let's now what's going on with these guys? We might as well go ahead and improve their weapons if we can. We can give them some. Okay, these rifles have 500 yards of range. Now the thing that I'm worried about is whenever Virginia joins the Confederacy, a lot of these little militia armies are going to be disbanded. So I don't know if I want to invest a whole lot of money in them if they're going to be disbanded and if they're going to join the Army of Northern Virginia. That's what I was thinking, Hoffman. I don't think I really want to invest any money in them because I think all of this stuff is going to get reorganized. All right, let's see what we have here. Loyalties in Missouri are torn. Yeah, and this is going to lead up to a lot of the battles that we're going to have to do in Missouri. I'm going to speed this up a little bit more because there's really not much going on right now except for policies and maybe building some naval flotillas. Oh, it's about my second time playing Hoffman, I believe. Right, let me go check on my flotillas here. About my second time attempting to play. I think so. At this point in time here, really, all I can really do that's meaningful is try and work on some Navy stuff. Tell you what, let's go into this tab right here. Let's go to our fleets. So we're still, yeah, we're a long ways away from getting these guys built. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead. We still got some time here. I'm gonna go ahead and add a couple of more of these timbers to them. All right, now where is my? Well, I was able to tab through them. Let me go back to my military. Yeah, here we go. Well, I seem to have lost my ability to tab between the fleets here. They are not even built yet, so there's really no point in giving them a stance. That's the Vicksburg flotilla. Let me check on the Mississippi Squadron here. I would say wait for the 2 years contract policies to be acted for building an army. Yeah, that's what I understood was probably the best thing to do because if I recruit anybody right now, they're going to be dropping out of the army within like months or like within a year. Yeah, so they're still sieging Fort Sumter, and there isn't anything I can do to stop that. Well, I don't have any control over that. I think Beauregard is over here, and he's still sieging Fort Sumter. So, and that's what's going to actually get the war going. Still haven't got North Carolina and Virginia yet, or Tennessee, or Arkansas, but that's coming. They will be joining. Let me check on my policies. Now that 2 year, yeah, we're only 48 days away from getting this policy here. So where is the 2 year policy? Is that what this is? Let me scroll down here. Larger armies with independently operating corps. Yeah, I don't think that's anything I can get yet. What is this here? Military policies allow new laws for recruitment. That sounds good. Internal security and trade warfare. Okay, and I am researching multiple policies, so that's got me slowed down anyway. But I am down to 48 days on that, so that's kind of good news. And we're 48 days away from this one here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pause that and let's keep working on this one here. Where do I get the 2-year? This the Militia Act here. Regional Army. This act will allow. Tariff Act. I am not going to really spend a whole lot of concentration on trying to get Europe into the war. Now, every playthrough that I have ever seen, nobody has ever succeeded in that. Of course, they didn't come anywhere close to doing it in real life, so I'm not going to waste time trying to find ways to lure Britain and France or anybody else in Europe over here to try to help me. I'm going to just try and win it myself. All of the concentration and resources that I might be trying to pour into getting the Europeans to come help me is probably just going to be a waste of my time and a waste of my resources. So I'm not going to try to do that. All right, so we got that. And I admit that I don't totally understand this. The last time I tried to play through this policy screen did not seem very intuitive to me. Okay, I think we're still working on that, so let's just let time keep ticking here. I'm not really going to be able to build a good army until I at least get Virginia and North Carolina into the war, but I do. Let me see what I can do. Can I do any? Let's go back into military here and for our fleets. So we got the Mississippi Squadron in Greenland there. We've got the New Orleans Squadron. They're still working on those ships. They are making progress. Let me see if I can, and we've got some ships. Where are these guys at? Where are you? It doesn't tell me where they are. That's interesting. I'm assuming this is over at Norfolk here. Okay, let's find another place to build us another squadron here. Maybe on the eastern coast. Let's see. Where do I want to do this at? We've got in Texas. We've got some South Carolina stuff going on here. We've got some Georgia going on. Let's do something in Savannah Harbor here. Let's build a squadron here. I want something with some guns now. Let's see. The naval artillery 10, 10, 18. I tell you what, I just looks like the best thing I can get right now are these timberclads. So I'm gonna stick with that little plan here. Let's keep building some of these guys and see if they end up paying off for us in the long run. Okay, yeah, they're right there in Savannah, and this is going to be their zone of influence here, so they will. All right, Texas joins the Confederacy, so that's good news. So that'll give us more guys to to give us some volunteers, and eventually, hopefully, we can get some draftees that will. That's going to be a long ways in, though. I don't think we're anywhere close to being able to get some draftees. So we've got a task force here that can help us. Am I able to do anything in... See what I can build in South Carolina. Let's try and see. Let's create a new fleet. Let's do something in Charleston Harbor. Let's build us another little task force there. Let's follow our same little procedure here. Build some of these timber clads. I'm trying not to hit my finances too hard. Let me check on that here. We still got an 11 million surplus, so I am going to, since I'm only going to do one policy at a time, I'm going to lower my money in politics a little bit here. It's not letting me do that. I've got, there's no reason for me to worry about recruitment right now. Let me lower that down. Let me see. Can I lower my politics a little bit? Can't seem to lower my politics. Industry's pretty high. Lower up. Let's get our diplomacy to low. Transportation sounds like that would be important for the South. Trade war. Increased efficiency of blockades or blockade running. Oh, I definitely need that. Let's see where my surplus is. I've still got an 11 million surplus. We've got money to spend. I don't think I'm going to have an issue with civil order right now. Let me lower recruitment for the time being because I'm not worried about recruiting right now. I want everything else up, though. I don't think I need politics right now. I don't think I do. Don't really need 2 additional policies right now. Get diplomacy up a little bit more. All right, I'm going to be satisfied with that for the time being. We still got time moving along reasonably fast. So I won't be overwhelmed here as I'm looking around trying to get my bearing. I really want to win up here in Missouri. So I've got to master the art of building the supply depots. I did not quite figure that out my last little playthrough that I attempted. I'm going to try and really learn how to master those supply depots, because if you want to move some armies around in this game, you got to have supplies, and you got to master the supply depots. Let me go check on my policies again here. Okay, now I can't tell if that means that there's still work. Okay, we're down to 45 days. I'm going to speed time up a little bit more. Regulars, that looks pretty important right there. What do we got here? Arming of civilian ships. All of this stuff looks important. I mean, I need to do it all. I really do think I need to do it all. So we got Militia Act One right here. Let's see, Hoffman's telling me I need to probably get Militia 2 here. Is that, yeah, here's Militia 2. Okay, let's read this. An act, oh yeah, here it is. Lengthening the contracts of new volunteer units to 2 years. Absolutely, this needs to be one of my greatest priorities right here. But it's going to be in Chapter 2, Demon of War. So I don't know what I have to accomplish to get down to Chapter 2. I'm assuming it's probably when we move into maybe 1961 or 1962 or something like that. Not sure, but this is going to be, as soon as this comes available, that's what we definitely want to do. But in the meantime, let's see, we're still working on this. That's the only thing we're working on right now. I think I've got this paused. Okay. I'm going to speed up time here. We're going to go 20. All right, Lincoln is inaugurated. I think that's probably going to make everybody in the South pretty mad. Probably just real soon that North Carolina is going to be succeeding. Virginia's loyalty to the Union is questioned. Right, time is still ticking along here. Let me check on my fleets that I'm working on. New Orleans is up to 10% and 13% on their timberclads. Mississippi Squadron is making progress on their timberclads, and so is Savannah. So we're fine there. I'm not going to worry about any of infantry or ground unit recruitment right now, because once Virginia comes into the Confederacy, they're going to automatically give me some armies to start with. Okay, the Confederate State Army is established. How's my policies looking? Where am I at? I'm 42 days out from that. I've just got to let time tick along here. I think the most important thing I can do right now is start getting some squadrons, some naval squadrons established, and making sure that I get good progress on these political policies. Other than that, the things that are happening are kind of out of my hands, because whatever's going on in Fort Sumter down here, I don't think I can do anything about this. I'm trying to think of what else I can do right now that will help me. What can I do? Can I do anything with production here? We're just not very productive right now. I don't see anything I can change there. Goods and trade. I don't know if there's any way that I can give priority to anything. I mean, we're trading with the European powers. There's nothing I can do. I don't see how I can manipulate this at this point at any time right now. I guess the most important thing I can do right now are these policies, so yeah, we're making progress there. We're making progress. I'm going to speed up time a little more here. I mean, I have no army right now. All I have is the South Carolina militia. And that is pretty much it. All right, speech delivered in Savannah. All right, so Vice President Stevens is in the middle. Okay, we still do not have official war yet, so still in the early months here of everything that was going on. We're in March 1861. All right, we just got our Industrialization 1 policy done. I'm going to slow down time just a little bit while I get my bearings on my policies here. We're 23 days away from getting Military 1 accomplished. I thought I had paused this, but apparently I didn't. So I'm just going to let this go ahead and continue on its own. I don't think I'm working on anything else. Yeah, let's just go ahead and let that continue cooking. We'll speed time up here. Yeah, I got my rear end handed to me in my last little series that I played through. I tried to do Galactic Civilizations 2, and the AI. I usually do really well at that game, and I guess if I hadn't been doing a live stream, I'd have probably done well like I usually do. But of course, I was live streaming, so you know the AI is gonna kick my tail. But it was pretty funny. pretty funny. I do tend to get my tail kicked by the AI when I live stream. So, okay, what do we got right here? What's that? Monthly income report. That looks interesting. It's gonna take me a little getting used to read this this font here. I don't know what I think about that font, and it's very faint too, and it kind of hurts my eyes trying to read this faint cursive-y like font that they have in this game. Don't know what I think about that. We're 17 days away from Military One. All right. We still got goings on down here around Fort Sumter. I don't know if we've actually fired on Fort Sumter yet or not. I am just going to try. Oh, let's go in the military here. I am going to try and do as much. Okay, we're already up to 48, almost halfway done with our first timberclad in New Orleans, and for the Mississippi Squadron, and for the Savannah Squadron. I'm tempted to go ahead and add another one to this squadron here and let them be working on the next one. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. That's probably going to be an important squadron for us. But the Mississippi River squadrons are definitely the ones that I want up and running. I do not want to lose control of the Mississippi River. Let's try and build another one at New Orleans here too. We seem to have enough money. So let's go ahead and try to do something productive with it in these early months of the conflict. I'm going to speed time up here. And let's just let stuff cook. All right, the supply situation at Fort Sumter is critical. It looks like some stuff's about to happen. Some stuff's about to go down. Okay, now I don't know. Okay, there we go. Some stuff is about to go down, folks. I think it's about to get real. I'm going to have to get a grip on this game for sure in real time here. All right, Beauregard has just issued an ultimatum to the Fort Sumter defenders. I think he's fixing to trigger the Civil War. Fort Sumter has surrendered. Okay. I might better slow this thing. Stuff's fixing to start happening. Okay, we're fixing to start getting... Uh-oh.
This step, secession, once taken, can never be recalled. We and our posterity shall see our lovely South desolated by the demon of war. Alexander Stephens, Vice President of the Confederate States of America. Chapter 2. The Demon of War. The election of Abraham Lincoln, an anti-slavery Republican, as the 16th President of the United States was the last straw, triggering secession. One by one, Southern slave states declared secession from the Union and formed the Confederate States of America, led by President Jefferson Davis. This secession ignited the inevitable escalation, with fruitless efforts to still find a political compromise falling on deaf ears. Advocates of armed insurrection and fire eaters roam the states with steel in their eyes. The public is aroused to volunteer, to fill the ranks, to quell the rebellion, and to preserve the Union or to secure independence.
I love these old pictures from the Civil War era.
Following open hostilities, President Lincoln's militia called for 75,000 volunteers for 3 months' service.
75,000 for 3 months' service. Man, they had no idea what they were in for.
States. And these sparks set on fire the irreversible. More states secede. Now it's war.
Now it's war. Oh my goodness. I hope I'm up for this.
75,000, 100,000, and even more. Soon, the largest armies seen on American soil muster, drill, and prepare for war. A war that is to be neat, short, and limited. The whole matter would be settled by Christmas. But a dark shadow would loom over the growing and inexperienced armies. Without a swift and decisive blow from the very offset of the war.
All right. Well, look. What looks like we've gotten Oklahoma, Arkansas, Tennessee, North Carolina, and Virginia. Virginia has already. I didn't think Virginia had joined yet. Wasn't expecting that. Thought it would be a little while before they joined, but it seems like that happened in my last playthrough. I forget what it was that triggered Virginia joining the Civil War, but I didn't get that notification. That's interesting. Okay, well, So we don't really need. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna keep. This is Beauregard's army here, right? So yeah, this is Beauregard's army. I will keep him down here. Okay, further in southern states secede. Okay, now I'm gonna let me pause this for just a second here. Okay, he's in the defensive stance. Manage the army, so he only has. I really hate recruiting more brigades, but yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until I get that next policy, which can't do yet. We're still 4 days away from getting Military One, so let's let time move along here. Let me get it playing here, and let me go up here and let's look at the army of everything in Northern Virginia here. So we've got Richmond here. We've got a garrison at this fort down here at Fort Monroe. They've got 10,000. No, he's only got 249 men in there. Well, that sure would be great if I could take that, but I don't think I'm powerful enough right now. And then we've got the Southern Army of the Potomac, which is right here. Let's look at his army. That's not much to speak of. But I'll tell you what I will do. Now, this is Major General George Cook. So we've got Ewell here. Let's go ahead right now as quick as we can, and let's start trying to upgrade some of these guys' weapons. We do have some Mississippi rifles available. We've got some with 500. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and get some rifles. Let's get Jones's brigade. Let's get them upgraded with their weapons too. Let's see. We've got the model 1817 rifle, which gives us 400 yards. Okay, this is going to be our most important army. I say let's go ahead and try and get them with the best weapons available right now. Now we've got Springfield muskets. We've got Springfield rifle muskets. I think the Mississippi rifle is going to be better, though, even than the Springfield rifle. It does give us 500-yard range. And we also got one plains rifle. Let's give these guys the Mississippi rifle. And we've got Hampton's Legion here. What does he got? He's got mixed muskets. Let's upgrade him. I guess the best thing we can go ahead and give them are the Springfields with the 400-yard range. Let's go ahead and upgrade them to that. Okay, that'll take care of the Army of the Potomac. And we've got the Army of the Shenandoah over here under Johnson, Major General Johnson. And he only has one little division here. He doesn't have much at all. Golly, I think I really need to go ahead and recruit him something else here. The Shenandoah is going to be very important. We got to give him something here. Doesn't look like I can. Can I not give him a new unit? Okay, let's see. Let's give him somebody from Georgia. I guess is going to be the closest that we can come from. I don't think I'm going to have enough to give him 3,000, so let's lower the brigade size down to 2,250. that should allow us to give him a brigade from Georgia. And I think we want to go ahead and give him an infantry unit from Georgia. Yeah, I think that I'm happy with that color scheme there. Let's go ahead and recruit these guys. So we'll give him another. He'll have at least 2 infantry brigades and a cavalry brigade and some artillery. And let's see if we can upgrade there. We can give them some Springfield rifle muskets. So let's go ahead and upgrade them there. It gives them a little better range. What other armies do I have? So we got the Army of Shenandoah, the Army of the Potomac that I've already looked at. We've got an Army of the Tennessee. Boy, he doesn't have much either. Need to at least give him something here. Don't know if it's really worth it right now, but he needs at least he needs something to try and hold it together. We're going to have to really lower the size of these brigades for sure. I'll give him a unit from Kentucky. Yeah, we'll recruit a unit from Kentucky for him. And let's upgrade. Let's see if we can give him some better weapons for the unit that he does have. Okay, there's the Springfield muskets. I don't like the Springfield muskets. They're really. We do have some model 1817 rifles, and we've got some Hall rifles. So let's go ahead and give him some model 1817 rifles for those guys. What other army do we have? We've got some garrisons. I don't want to flip through the garrisons right now. And we've got the South Carolina State Militia. Let's try and go ahead and upgrade their weapons as well. Let's give them some 1817 rifles. And there's the Florida State Militia. They're kind of out of the way right now. I'm not going to worry about them. Now, where is the Hampton? Where are these guys at? Hampton Division. Are these the guys that are way over here in Arkansas? Let me go see. Go see where these guys are at. I think. This is the Western Army. Now, this is an important army right here. Now, I definitely want to make sure these guys have got some good weapons. All right, you've got mixed muskets. I want to definitely get you some decent weapons here. Let's get you some Hall rifles. Let's upgrade Pierce's weapons. This is going to be one of my more important armies, so let's get you some better weapons. And right off the bat, I need you building a supply depot. If I can remember how to do that now. See, there's stance. Don't seem to have that ability right now to build. We've got farms. Can I upgrade these farms? We've got supply right here. Am I able to upgrade this? Yes, I can upgrade it. Right, let's try doing that. Okay, his readiness is not high enough for me to be able to build another supply depot right now. So that's why I can't do that. Now, what other army do we have here that I can... This is the Army of Tennessee. Yeah, I've already upgraded their weapons. And I've got to come along again and upgrade the artillery at some point, but I'm not going to do that right now. Just going to try and hold everybody at bay. So we've got the Army of the Potomac, the Army... Okay, here's the Hampton Division right here. Looks like they're guarding... How many men do I have there? I've only got 1,300 men right now. And then we've got the James River Squadron here. Gonna let them stay where they are. And we've got Norfolk. So let's see what we can do here in Norfolk. Let's go into military, our fleets. There's the James River Squadron. Let's try and give the James River Squadron, not suitable for the chosen fleet. Okay. We could do a side wheel frigate. Build that for them. Okay. The Army of the Potomac. I really need to go ahead and give him another unit. If I have anybody that's strong enough, don't really have anybody that can give me recruits right now. That's going to come soon enough. Okay. Well, we've got time ticking here. How big is this army? We've got 8,000 men. Only got 4,000 men. I'm going to go with 5 times the speed here. How are we doing on our policies? We're almost done with our Military One policy, which I think is going to give us some more volunteers that we can use. But I don't want to start getting too many armies built until I get this Militia Act. Kind of like what Hoffman was telling me. At this point right now, I'm going to play defense here until I can get my armies up to readiness. Okay, disaster at Franklin. What happened here? The Battle of Franklin has ended with the Missouri State Guard retreating in panic. Did I miss something here? I may have missed something going on up in... okay. I forgot I had this army up here in Missouri. Yeah, I'm going to pay a price for that for sure. I totally forgot about that army up there. Ay. Totally did not pay any attention to that. I forgot that I had an army way up here behind their lines in Missouri. I remembered this army here, but I forgot that there was an army way up here. And if you didn't zoom in on it, you wouldn't have seen it. So they're retreating. I've got problems up here already in Missouri. I've already got problems. Okay. Western Army, is your readiness? His readiness is terrible right now. I can't really do anything with him. Try and get his readiness up. Now that's one of the things that I struggle with more than anything in this game, is getting my armies in a position to do anything. So right now, I mean, if you want to go on offensive with one of these armies, you better have some serious supply. See, right now my readiness for these guys is way down in the red. I can't even move them. I'm making move them in a rudimentary fashion down in my own territory, but there's no way I can invade anybody right now. So that's one of the mechanics of the game that I'm still trying to master, is the supply. All this British intervention stuff, I'm not even going to worry about that. I'm not even going to worry about it. Okay, how are we looking on the Army of the Tennessee? This is an important army as well. He's 15 days away from getting Withers' brigade. And over here, there's the Missouri State Guard right there. They're still retreating. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to get out of Missouri. I need to get them down here and get them supplied. And somehow I would love to get Missouri. Okay, he's gotten the Arkansas State Troops. Let me see if I can get him a cavalry unit, if at all possible. Who can he get some cavalry from? Let's try and get some cavalry from Louisiana here. We'll do a small unit. I don't have any drafts to draw from. All I can pull from is volunteers. So I definitely need to get a cavalry unit over here in the Western Army. And let's see if we can get them some better weapons too. We've got the Springfield Musketoon. There's the Maynard Carbide. That looks like the best thing available right now. So let's go ahead and upgrade them to the Maynard Carbide. How am I looking on my policies? We're 1 day away from getting Military One. Time up a little bit here. How is my readiness looking? Readiness is slowly coming up. Okay, he's gotten Hampton's Legion here. He's gotten Ewell's Brigade. I can't get him anybody else right now. I don't have enough volunteers right now. How are we looking on the Army of the Shenandoah? He's still waiting on Bragg's Brigade. They're 22 days out. I really need this policy about to come through for me. All right, Military One policy is done. The Army is receiving more support from the politicians. Recent decisions have made further military funding available. This funding can be used to establish new recruiting offices across the state. Okay, let me pause this for just a sec. Oh, and we've gotten industrialization too. I didn't think I was researching. Okay, now I still can't come down here yet. Okay, these are not available yet. I think got the regulars. What does diplomacy do for me? Okay, it allows the import of Enfield and Lawrence rifles. Well, we definitely want that. That's important. It's only going to take 26 days. Government funding. I think we definitely want to go ahead and get this here, maybe. Let's do diplomacy because those Enfield rifles are so important. I definitely want some Enfield rifles because one of the most important things to the smaller armies of the Confederacy are being able to fight with decent weapons. And we're never going to have weapons as good as the northern armies, but I at least want to be able to hang in there with them. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and start spending a little more money on recruitment here. Let's pull that rein up. Our most important asset for the South is going to be our soldiers. We need soldiers in armies. We need boots on the ground. I'm not that interested in politics. I wish I could lower that, but I can't. Can't seem to lower that. Everything else I'm happy with for the moment. We do have a little bit of a surplus, but that's probably not going to last long. But as long as we have a surplus, that means I believe our credit rating in this game is very important. So now let me see if I am at least able to recruit somebody for the Army of the Potomac here. I would like to get him a cavalry unit if I could. Let's see if we can get some Texas is too far away. Let's see if we can get a cavalry unit from Tennessee here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and recruit a cavalry unit. That's going to be Frost's brigade. Let's see if we can get them some decent weapons. We've got the Colt revolving rifle. What about the Burnside? Well, the range on those guys is just terrible. That's only 200 yards. That's only 200 yards. The Muscatoon at least gives me 250 yards. We're going to have to go with the Muscatoon, I guess. Are there no musket? Yeah, okay, we can go with the Muscatoon. Let's get them a Muscatoon. Not the best, but it's better than what they had. Now, what about the Army of Shenandoah? Do you have any cavalry? He's got one cavalry unit, Stuart's cavalry. Can we upgrade their... Yeah, let's give them the Muscatoon as well. Okay. And if we move over here, we've got the Army of the Northwest. Haven't looked at this army yet. He does not have much at all. We can give him some reboard muskets, which will increase his range. Let's give these guys reboard muskets. Man, not the greatest thing in the world, but he doesn't have much. We're just gonna have to try and hope that nobody. All right, man. The readiness level of these armies is terrible right now. Absolutely terrible. I'm gonna speed up time a little bit and hope I don't miss anything. My main concern is this army over here. Where's he at? Religious unrest in the U.S. continues. Okay. Where is he going? Well, he's got 14,000 men there. I've only got 2,000 men. This army is in serious trouble. I think that army is about to get destroyed. They're still coming down the pike here. I've got to get somebody over here to challenge them. I have nothing to challenge him. How many men does he have? He only has 3,000 men. We're still waiting on Walker's cavalry. And I've got some recruits in Texas. Can we get a brigade? We can get a brigade of 1,500 from Texas. Let's go ahead and recruit them. Can I give them some decent weapons here? I've got a plains rifle. We can upgrade them to the plains rifle. Okay, that's what we'll do. They're going to be, it's going to take them 21 days to get there to that army, but I need them. I need them bad. Be looking down here with the Army of the Tennessee. He's still waiting on Withers' brigade. Okay. "24 days away from getting that policy. Going to give us some infield rifles. Hopefully a few that we can improve some of our brigades with those infield rifles. Okay, the North, they don't seem to be invading me. I'm just going to try and hold my ground at this point. We're up here at Winchester. Our readiness is beginning to come up for our army, so we can build, hopefully we can build some supply depots. Is this army? No, they still cannot build any supply depots yet. What about you? No. Can anybody build a supply depot yet? The readiness is just still terrible right now. We have no supply. Okay, let me check on my fleets here. Got the James River Squadron. We've got the New Orleans Squadron. North Carolina Squadron, Savannah Squadron. They've gotten one of those steamers that I built. The New Orleans Squadron is still working. They've just about got their timber gunboats done. I'm going to have to put them into some kind of stance here before long. How are we doing down here? What kind of stance can I put you in? Let's see. We can do a defensive stance or an offensive stance. Blockade, patrol, raid. Can't tell what stance he's in. I think he's in a defensive stance right now. Yeah, okay. These two stances, they look so similar to each other. I mean, you can barely tell what it is that is selected, but I believe it is defensive. And that's what I want there. I want them in a defensive stance there. Okay, let's go ahead and start building a squadron in Memphis too. So, military, let's build a new squadron. We said we wanted to go to Memphis. Let's do some more of we can do an ironclad gunboat ram. I think we can do a 10 clad. That's interesting. How many guns does that have? Never heard of a 10 clad before. The ironclad looks pretty good. I think we better just stick with the timberclad right now. That's probably the best bang we can get for the buck at this point. So let's build one of those. Let's build a couple of those. It's going to take them a little while, but I should have done this earlier. Yeah, let's build some timberclads there. We're going to try and somehow get control of. Do I even still have an army up here? No, I think that army was destroyed. Military 1 policy selected. Now that's good news for us. Pause the game. Oh no, here's the Missouri National Guard here. They're in terrible, terrible condition. We only have... Okay. Are you able to even move at all? I want you to come on up here. Move on up north if you can. We're going to try and build some supply. His readiness, he has no readiness at all. Can he even build? He can't do anything. Can he even move at all? Can you move up here? He can't even move. Low readiness. He can't do anything right now. I'm probably going to lose that army. Okay, let's check on our policies. So we've just got Military 1. Can do Military 2, but what I want is the Militia Act. And I can't select that yet. It's not telling me why. I wonder if I have to do the Military 2 just to get me down into this section here so I can get Militia 2. What does it require? Now, as far as I can tell, the only thing it requires is Militia Act One. I already have. Oh, no, I don't. No, I don't either. I've got to do the... Okay. Thought I already had that. Could have swore I already had that. All right, well, let's do Militia Act One then. I can't tell what I have selected and what I don't have selected. I can't tell if that is selected or not. Is it used policies 3 of 9? What does that mean? I can't tell if I have selected it. Okay, I think it's highlighted. I believe I have selected it. I don't like this policies panel here. It's not very intuitive. I can't tell if I've selected this or not. I think I have. I'm going to try and. So it says 22.1 days. I believe I have selected it. I can't tell if it's highlighted or not. The way these things are colored, you don't know what's been done and exactly what's been done and what hasn't been done. I'm assuming when you some of these little icons here, like if you see the blue icon, I'm assuming that means that it's been done. Okay, I'm just going to have to check back and make sure that this number, the days, are decreasing on this. See, this has a different little icon over here. Are we still working on that or not? I can't tell. I can't tell what's being done. 22 days there. It says 41 days for that. I don't like that panel. I'm not happy with that panel. I think some improvements can be done to make that panel more readily understandable, what you're doing there. Okay, time. Let me get time ticking along here. I really need to at least get a few reinforcements up here. Yeah, I want you in a defensive stance, please. Sure what they're doing right there. Can I get you any more? Okay, wait a minute now. Where did his... I know I had another brigade in this army. What happened? Okay, here we go. And we've got Frost's brigade is coming. I mean, that's all I can do right now. Until I get Militia 2, I don't really want to be recruiting too many more armies here. Army of the Northwest, let's check you out. Can I at least get you a cavalry unit from somewhere? We've got North Carolina. Yeah, let's get you a North Carolina cavalry unit. Let's recruit that. So he's going to be getting some cavalry. Yeah, he's entrenching. Oh, I see somebody moving up here. Somebody just moved through Frederick, Maryland. It looks like he's getting an army ready to come south. Golly, he's got 14,000 men in that army, and I've only got 5,000 men. 4,000 men prepared in this army. I've got to get more men into this army. Seriously. Maybe I need to put some more money into recruitment here. We're starting to go into the red here. That's not good. Going to have to lower money somewhere else. Let's lower money in agriculture. Trade war. That's about all I'm going to be able to lower there. I don't know. I'm not happy with these armies. Let me check my policies. Okay, we are moving along on the Militia Act One. We do seem to be moving along on diplomacy. Okay. I got right here. I've only got 1,400 men in that army. I think that army is really just, yeah, okay. Let's go back up here and see if I can make any improvements on my artillery while we're not fighting anybody yet. Let's check our artillery. He's got some 6-pounder field guns. Well, I'd love to get my hands on some of these Napoleons up here. The only thing available is a 12-pounder field gun. Let's go ahead and upgrade. We're still waiting on Frost. He's still 26 days away. I don't know what's taking him so long to get here. And my other most important area is over here. Let me check and see how we're doing over here. Are you even able to do anything at this point? No, this army has pretty much just been destroyed. Can you at least move up here? You can't even move. So our Western army here is what we're going to have to depend upon, and I don't see how. Okay, he does have some readiness. Now, can you construct a supply depot, please? Okay, looks like they're starting to work on the supply depot right there. Order is on the way. Very good. We're going to get a supply depot there. That's going to help us out, hopefully, there. Now, can we build some supplies up here now? Okay, hold on. I've just clicked on something. I don't think I finished an order. I don't like it when I have an icon like that and I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to do with it. I've still got the icon. Okay, apparently I haven't completed something. Alright, I think I just did. Okay. Now I think they're working on that. I think I almost messed up there. Let's see if the Army of the Potomac can now build themselves a supply depot. Yeah, I want a supply depot. I don't seem to be able to build it there. I think I can build it there. Yeah, okay. Get them some supply. And what about you? Can you build some supply, please? And build a supply depot there. I gotta master. I've got to master the supply situation in this game. That is crucial and key. Okay, let's get time ticking along here again, please. Check on our policies. Yeah, we're 14 days away from getting Militia Act 1. Then hopefully I will be able to get Militia Act 2 and we can start trying to recruit some armies. But I need volunteers though. The main problem I have right now, like if I wanted to add another unit, the Cook's Army, there's not enough units for me to draw from. Oh, I see another. The Department of Pennsylvania is coming around here. God, he's got so many men in that army. He's got 14,000 men. Then he's got another 13,000 men coming from there. And all I have is 5,000 men here. I think I'm going to have to bring the army of the Shenandoah over here. I don't have enough men. Army of the Shenandoah is going to have to come. How do you cancel? How do you cancel cancel that? Okay, let's do this. Check the Army of the Shenandoah out here. God, I don't have enough men. I don't have enough units to transfer over like that. Just don't have anybody right now. I've got to trust that he's not going to come down on me yet. He's still trying to build his armies too. Check my policies here. 11 days away from Militia Act One. God, I've already been playing for almost an hour and a half, and I haven't actually fought a battle yet. We're just still trying to get armies established here. Oh, he's coming after these guys, and I can't even run from him. Can you even? No, I can't even move. I can't move at all. I only have 2,000 men. He's coming after me with 17,000 men. He's fixing to roll me up over here. He's about to roll me up. I just don't have any armies to face him with. He is about to roll me up over here. They're still working on the supply depot. Where is your readiness? Do you have any kind of readiness yet? Can you... Man, they are suffering. These guys are suffering, seriously. He's building a supply depot up here. I really would love to get up here to Springfield if I could, but he is just kicking my tail up in Missouri right now. Kicking my tail in Missouri. We even have in this army. Tell you what I'm gonna do. Yeah, we're in pause right now, so I'm gonna transfer all of these units down to the Western Army. Get these garrisons out of here. Western Army, McCullough's army. Okay, you guys just get out of Missouri for right now. Get over here and join McCullough. Yeah, get down there and try and join McCullough if you can. Well, those guys are leaving Missouri and they're on their way down here to the Western Army. Should have done that sooner. Gotten them on out of there, and they're not getting any supply. So they're going to be taking back roads, and all of the units are going to get out of Missouri and find their way down into Arkansas to get over here and join up with the Western Army under McCullough. Let me check on him real quick. Let me see what he looks like. Commander. Oh, I don't know. I might need a better commander here. there anybody I can replace you with that... We got major generals here. There's not any. Sterling Price is looking good. I don't know. He doesn't have much initiative, though. Who is this guy? I need a good commander over here. Robert E. Lee. We don't want him in the West, do we? Oh, I don't know. Who else do I have to... Now, he looks pretty good. There's Longstreet. Major James Longstreet. Maybe I could give Longstreet the West and see how he does in the West. It's Jubal Early. I say we give it to Longstreet. Let's see what happens if we turn the far west over to Longstreet. See how he does over there. I don't know. We're in trouble in the West. We are in trouble. What do you have? Okay, everybody's working on supply. They were 6 days away from Militia 1. 25 days away from Diplomacy 1. Okay, Johnson, why don't you move on up here to Harper's Ferry? Move you on up there to guard that supply depot. Maybe I can force them to back out of Washington. If I can cross the river into Frederick, Maryland, maybe I can disrupt whatever he's trying to build right here in Washington and make him come after me up there. I want to try and keep them out of Northern Virginia if I can. I love how it was the Confederate Army that was originally named the Army of the Potomac. That's fascinating. I find that absolutely fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. He's still waiting on Frost. He does not have cavalry right now. Can we recruit anybody? Does anybody... We're starting to get some numbers, but we still don't have enough. We can probably get... let's see. Can we get a... Yeah, we can get an artillery unit from somebody here. Let's get an artillery unit from Tennessee. To recruit that. You can never have too much artillery. That'll be Hardy. Let's give them a... All we have is a field gun. Let's give them a field gun. Yeah. Okay. This is our most important army right here, the Army of the Potomac. I've got to get them... British declare neutrality. Well, very good. Very good. Okay, he's working on supply depot down here. Army of the Shenandoah, how do you look? You got... Oh, if some of these guys are blinking, I'm not sure why. Can we give you another unit of artillery? Let's see if we can get him some artillery from Tennessee. Yeah. And we can do another 10-pound Parrott rifle. Okay, it's May of 1861, still pretty early in the war. Nothing is really happening yet. Johnston is still marching on Harper's Ferry. I don't want to move this. I don't want to move the Army of the Potomac any further along up here to Alexandria until I can at least get some reinforcements. Check on Cook and see what he looks like. He's got a lot of fame, and he looks pretty good. I'm gonna leave him in command of the army for now. He can stay in command. We're going to be getting access to General Lee here before long. I don't know exactly why they're blinking. They've got plenty of supplies. They're entrenching. Don't know what their problem. The morale is eager. 14 guns. He's getting some kind of attrition, and I'm not sure what it is. Not exactly sure why he's getting attrition right now. Let me go check in the west over here. Okay, Davis calls for militia. Very good, very good. Let's go back to our policy. So we just got militia. We can now go for militia 2. It's going to take 25 days. Now, good. And we've almost got diplomacy done too. So we are making progress there. Now let me go check on this Western Army over here. How are we doing? We're still working on... He's gotten all of the other divisions and brigades from the Missouri militia. I think we need, yeah, he's gotten all of these guys. So he's got a pretty decent force here. I think we need some more cavalry though. Let me divide him up into, yeah, we've got a division here. So let's give Pillow Johnston's brigade. In fact, I want to add 2 groups here. Let's give him Murdahl. Let's give Pillow some artillery. Let's give Price some artillery. Let's give Pillow the cavalry. Try and get a little better organized here. See what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the cavalry directly under Longstreet. Yeah. I want to be able to directly control the cavalry. Let's see if we can get him another cavalry unit. Oh, we got some volunteers now, baby. Oh, this is looking good. This is looking really, really good for us here. Okay, now we're in territory. Let's get some New Mexico cavalry here, if we can. Now, do we have enough to get some cavalry units? Can we get a small cavalry unit? Not quite yet. We can get them from West Virginia, though. Let's get some West Virginia cavalry. Yeah, we'll do a 12. Yeah, we'll do a small brigade here. Let's get some West Virginia cavalry going on. Can we give them some decent weapons? We can give them a Colt revolver. I don't like that. A Burnside carbide. Not that great. Let's just give them a Colt. Give that to them. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give him one more cavalry unit. we'll get these guys. Let's see, this is our Western Army, so we're going to need to get them from the West somewhere, if we have any Western states available. Let's give him some from Tennessee. Let's give him some cavalry. And we're going to give him a small brigade to recruit these guys. And all we can give them is the Burnside carbine. Okay, that's fine. That's going to have to do for now. We're going to slowly get this army prepared to try and move into Missouri. But in the meantime, we've got a lot of new volunteers. So let's get over here to our most important army, of course, which is our Army of the Potomac. And let's get these guys prepared to defend Northern Virginia. So let's come on in here. Cheaper ships to service. Okay, we got shipyard ready. And let me pause here real quick. Let's pause. And let's focus on what we're doing here. Yeah, so we got Cook here. So I want to go ahead and replace him. Who can I replace him with? McCullough. No, I don't want McCullough. Don't want him. Do I want to go ahead and give this to General Lee? Is Lee available to me yet? Anderson. None of these guys look that good. Nathan Evans. I don't think I can turn this over to General Lee yet. So let's just keep cancel that. Yeah, we'll just keep Cook in charge. And let's add him a couple of groups here. We got Donaldson and Loring. I'm going to put Ewell under Donaldson. We'll put Jones's brigade under Loring. But yeah, we got a lot of work to do with this army here. Let's give him some cannons. We'll give him some cannons. We'll give Donaldson Hampton's brigade. We got a lot of work to do here. I'm going to keep Frost directly under Cook's command. See how this works out for me. We've got to get some more infantry here. Let's get Loring some more infantry. We'll get him some infantry from Tennessee. Let's get a good sized brigade here. Let's get a mid-sized brigade of infantry. Let's recruit those guys. And let's try and get some more cavalry. Let's get some cavalry from Virginia. What size brigade do we want? Let's get a mid-sized brigade of cavalry. That'll get our army up to... Can I give these guys some good weapons here? No, nothing is available. Nothing's available. What about McCullough's brigade? We have any rifles available? No, but I can give him some Springfield muskets, though they're not that great. Let's give him some more infantry here. Let's get him some South Carolina infantry. And we'll go with a mid-sized brigade. We'll give that let's see. Tell you what, let's create another division. Uh-oh, hold on. I just do. Create another division. Be Smith's division. Let's put these guys under Smith. And let's give Smith one more infantry brigade. We'll get these guys from Virginia. We'll give him another Virginian infantry brigade, mid-sized brigade. Let's recruit those guys, and let's give Smith some artillery. We'll give him some artillery from North Carolina. We still can't get any Napoleons. He's going to have to go with 6-pounder guns. Okay, we got some more units coming for that army. Army of the Shenandoah is very important. Let's check them out. I would love to get him at least 2 divisions. All right, so let's put all of these guys. Is that? Oh, I definitely want him to be my division commander. For sure. We're going to replace Stonewall Jackson here over this brigade with another guy. Let's give him a replacement we'll just use I want Jubal Early to be a division commander too, though. We'll let Holmes command that brigade. And I want Anderson to be replaced by Stonewall Jackson. Yes. Absolutely. Stonewall Jackson, let's assign him. Okay, so now we've got Jackson's division. Jackson is now in command of a division, so let's get all of these guys under him. Give him some. I want to give him 2 artillery. For right now, I'm gonna keep the cavalry directly under Johnson's command. I'm gonna give Jackson 1 more infantry brigade. Let's give him some. Can we give him? Starting to run low on volunteers here. Let's give Jackson some North Carolinians. We'll give him a mid-sized brigade. Yeah, we'll give him a mid-sized brigade. So he will have, he'll have Marshall's brigade. Johnson's only got 1 division under him at this point. Jackson's division. I'm going to have to give him more divisions here. This is a good-sized division. But I want to give him 1 more cavalry. Let's give him a cavalry unit from can we give him some West Virginians here? Let's give him a small cavalry brigade. Oh, I can't. Don't have enough troops from West Virginia. Yes, I do. Yeah, here we go. I only need... Oh, I was on Wisconsin. Sorry. Okay. We want cavalry. Let's give him some West Virginian cavalry there. Yeah, that'll be under Breckinridge. So we're slowly getting the Army of the Shenandoah built here. My phone just started blowing up for some crazy reason here. All right, now then, I don't think I have enough volunteers right now to fill out any more armies. I can give somebody some cavalry. We got an Army of the Ohio floating around over here that's kind of starting to worry me. I may bring this Army of the Northwest. I don't know. He's in a pretty important spot there. How many men does he have? He's only got 2,000 men. can I do for him? He's got some cavalry on the way. Let me see if I can give him some artillery. We've got enough men in Tennessee to give him some artillery. All right, let's give him an artillery unit. We have the Northwest. Got the Army of the Tennessee here. How's he looking? He needs cavalry as well. So let's give him some cavalry from Tennessee. We'll give him a small brigade. I cannot upgrade their weapons, so they're just going to have to go with mixed cavalry weapons at this time. And then we've got our very important army, our Western Army over here. But he is already he's already got some cavalry on the way. I can probably scrape out another division for him. Yeah, let's do this. Gonna give him 3 divisions. Give this division another unit of artillery. We'll draw that artillery from Texas. Cannot upgrade them at this point. Hopefully we'll be able to upgrade them soon. Okay, we're just gonna have to wait for that army. Is he still working on that? Yeah, he's still working on a supply depot. Okay, let's get time ticking along here. Our only setback so far has been up in Missouri. We did lose that initial battle in Missouri because I wasn't paying attention. Okay, they're in a defensive stance, which is what we want. They're constructing a supply depot. I don't want to give them any movement orders right now. He's still waiting on a lot of more units to come along. Confederacy just issued some bonds. That's interesting. Let me check on my policies. 16 days away from getting Diplomacy 1. We're 51 days away from getting Militia Act 2. That's interesting. Thought we were making some progress on that. Okay, well, we're not getting any action right now, but we are making some progress on building supply depots, which is very important. That's going to help us in the long run, as long as we don't lose them to the enemy. How are we doing up here with the Army of the Shenandoah? He's still waiting on units. They're days and days away, weeks away from getting to him. He does have some supply there. I guess we can go ahead and let him build a supply depot somewhere. Might as well be doing something productive. Yeah, might as well be doing something productive here. Now, can we build fortresses? I can build a telegraph. I can build a fort. I don't know if I want to build a fort up here or not. Do I want to do that there at what is this town? This is can't tell what town I'm in here. I do have some problems with the okay, that's Manassas Junction. The interface, it's not always very intuitive. A lot of this stuff kind of gets jumbled up and it's hard to tell what you're looking at and exactly what's going on. Yeah, I'm up to 14,000 or potentially will have 14,000 men in that army. He's got 14,000 men in that army and 17,000 in this army. I've still got to get more men into the Army of the Potomac here. Let me check on my fleets. James River Squadron. They're still waiting on the New Orleans Squadron is looking pretty decent. There's another New Orleans Squadron. They've just about done with their last timber-clad. Mississippi Squadron is looking good. The Savannah Squadron, Charleston. We've got another Mississippi Squadron. Let me go check on these guys over here on the Mississippi River. This is important. Do I rename this thing? Can I rename them? Yeah, I think I can give them I want to name this the Greenville Squadron. Spell that? Nope, I didn't spell that right, did I? Just gonna call them the Greenfield Squad. Greenville Squad. Okay. Well, it didn't rename them. Well, it did here. That's interesting. Okay. This is Mississippi Squadron 2. I want to name this the Memphis Squadron. So I know exactly who we're talking about here. Yeah. Okay. And I couldn't help but notice that I seem to have two different New Orleans squadrons here. So that's a New Orleans squadron, and that's a New Orleans squadron. Can I combine these two guys together? There used to have a transfer option. I don't seem to have a transfer option anymore. So let's do this. Which squadron is this? That's the original New Orleans squadron. This is my... Okay, I'm going to rename this squadron to Buchanan's Squadron. Running out of room. Buchanan's Squadron. Take off the 2 there. All right, now I'm going to put these... I'm going to send these guys... Let's give them a stance. He's doing a... Let's bring them on down here, and we'll put them into a defensive stance. Bring them on down the river, a little downstream from New Orleans, and let's see if we can intercept anybody trying to come into New Orleans with those guys. Buchanan is at his destination. Very good. Okay. All right. We're still in May 1861, really early in the conflict. And I kind of made a mistake recruiting all of those units. I should have held off. I'm still a good ways off from getting Militia Act 2. But you know, it's too late now. I meant to wait until after I got Militia Act 2 before I recruited all those troops. But I got so excited when I had all of those volunteers available. I got so excited. He's working on some supply up there. I'm going to use this little Hampton division down here to try and build myself some supplies around to really help me. I've got to be able to move around Virginia. Do I have any forts around Virginia? Armory. Let's let them construct a fort around Virginia as well. I think we'll do the fort right there. Let them build us a fort that we can garrison to kind of protect Richmond, so I can move that division around some and try and build some supplies with them. Army of the Potomac, can you build another supply depot, please? Let's just build one. Build one right there. Okay, what about you? Can you build a supply depot? Build a supply depot there. I may get him to build a fort. Well, I mean, I don't have anything that can get up into Kentucky right now. This army here is just not strong enough. Who are you waiting for? You're still... Alright, you just build supply right now. Do I have a fort here? That's a telegraph station. Nashville Port. Supply depot. I'm going to go ahead and build a fort here. Where can you build a fort at? I need to build a fort. Okay, we can build a fort. Can you build a fort in Nashville? We can build one right there. Okay, build us a fort there, please. We'll try and garrison that fort and protect Nashville. How are we doing over here? You've got your still very low readiness. Okay. Build us another supply depot, please. It's just going to be a slow slog over here in the west until we can get some supplies. Just nothing we can do. Supplies are so crucial over there. We're 37 days away from Militia Act 2. That's about a little over a month. Are we starting to get our reinforcements? Slowly starting to come in. We are 1 day away from getting a cavalry brigade. Pretty good ways away from filling out Loring's division. We're very close to getting Smith's division filled out. We're going to have 3 divisions in that army. How are we looking for our army of the Shenandoah here? Cannot tell if I've actually gotten it selected or not. Okay. He only has 1 division. But that's okay. That's Stonewall Jackson. Stonewall Jackson only needs 1 division. Now I can't. Let's see. Our morale is at 100. National support is at 100. The morale of armies is higher than theirs. We've only got got half of the men fielded that they do. And we're not anywhere near to their Navy tonnage. Their trade warfare is way better than ours. Their weapons industry is better than ours. We're so far behind on so many things. Have we gotten diplomacy? I think we have finished diplomacy. Just going to let everything work on. I don't know why it says multiple policies are being researched. What else is being researched? Are we researching these? Arming of civilian ships? You turn those off. I do not understand this panel. To save my life, I don't understand what I'm... Has this... No, it hasn't been completed. Hey, turn that off. Turn that off. We're still working on King Cotton. Turn... Is it on or off? I cannot tell if something is on or off. To save my life, I can't tell what I'm doing here. Oh, okay. I've totally messed something up. This panel is so freaking frustrating. Okay, I want you off. I can't tell if it's on or off. I don't understand this panel. Oh, this is so frustrating. I just more than doubled the amount of time it's going to take me to get the Militia Act 2. Because I can't tell if I have these turned on or off. I don't know. It looks like it's highlighted. It says I'm using 5 of 9 policies. I only want to use 1 of 9 policies. So frustrating. Very frustrating to me right now. I don't like the way that panel is set up. I've got complaints about that policy panel. Got some serious complaints about that. Okay, he's working on a fortress. We'll try and get a garrison in that fortress, and he is working on a... Who else is working on a fortress? We're working on a fortress down here in Nashville. And over here, we've got this army, 10,000 men, and we can't hardly do anything with them because of supply issues. But his readiness is slowly coming up. Now, it says over here that he's got 100% supplies, but his readiness is terrible. He's got low readiness. All right, we finally got the diplomacy policy finished. Let me go back to this stupid diplomacy panel. Okay, so that has got the little blue label on it, which means it's done. These guys, I think, are in progress, and I don't think I can turn them off. I think even though I click on them, I don't think I'm actually doing. Maybe I don't know. I just don't know. I'm gonna have to really. I'm gonna have to figure out this policy panel. I don't know what these little icons to the right means. Some of them have little red hourglass icons on them, which I don't know what that means. I guess that means they're available, maybe? Maybe? Alright, I'm just going to have to struggle through. It's going to take a long time before these guys are done, and I don't think I can turn them off. But we are working on Militia Act 2. We're 74 days away from that, so... Right now, I'm just in a defensive stance, hoping that I've got enough strength to stop him if he tries to invade and come after me here. How's the Army of the Potomac looking? He's still waiting on brigades. Still waiting on brigades. I'm going to speed up time a little bit here. Jackson is still waiting on brigades. He's a good ways out from getting up to full strength. That army is in decent readiness. Union calls for volunteers. Oh Lord, they're fixing to start getting more men now. I'm really tempted to cross the Potomac River with this army and just try and disrupt his plans over here. I mean, we're in June. He's trying to amass some big army over here in Washington. I really feel like I need to disrupt that. I'm going to take a chance here. I'm going to bring the army of the Shenandoah across the river. I'm going to try and get him to pull some of these armies back further up into Maryland. I don't want him amassing all of his forces to come across into Northern Virginia. Are you still waiting on orders? Why are you not moving? I'm pretty sure I told you to come across the river there, pal. Okay, I don't know why he's not obeying my orders here. What is your problem? I want you to cross the river. Okay, that's got me a little puzzled right there. Alright, maybe I have to put you into a different stance. Let me put you into a raiding stance. What are you going to do? You're fully supplied. Your morale is eager. You're almost up to full strength. You've got everything you need. Why will you not follow my orders? I want you to cross the river. Has the cross bridge been destroyed? Will he move at all if I tell him to move? What if I tell you to move up there? Will you move up there? Okay, I cannot get him to follow my orders for some reason. Are you feuding with somebody? What's going on with this army? I don't know. I don't know what's happening there. It's not telling me anything. The game isn't communicating with me about what's happening there. This army is almost up to full strength. He's got 2 armies there. I really need to pull one of those armies off. That's why I'm trying to get Johnston to cross the river. Trying to get him to cross the river. Move. They're moving now. I don't know why they're moving now. But they are moving now. What are you doing? Union calls for more volunteers. All right. Cross the river, please. Don't know what they're doing. Well, if I can't cross the river, maybe he can't cross the river either. So let's march the army of the Shenandoah over here. And I want them to can you follow the railroad? Okay, this is puzzling me. I don't know why this army will not follow my orders. Hey, there's some weird stuff going on. I'm going to drop a save here because I'm starting to get a little suspicious. We'll call this Rebels 1, right? Let me go check on the Western Army. Now, I am a little suspicious of all that smoke coming up off that bridge. So maybe they just can't cross the bridge because the bridge is burned down, I'm thinking. But the game isn't making it obvious. Uh-oh. What's going on down here? Okay. We got to move out. It's time to move out. We need to get to Little Rock. I see they're on the move down here. We're going to have to intercept them down in Arkansas. I was hoping I would be able to move up into Missouri. Ooh, what's he got here? Uh-oh, hold on. Cancel your order. Move this way instead, please. Intercept this army, whatever they are. He's got 8,000 men there. I've got 11,000, so I've got an advantage here. Let's see if we can chase this army down and do something about them. Yeah, I want to fight. Let's play the battle. Let's see how this turns out. Now we're finally getting a battle here. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. We're 2 hours into this to this stream, and I'm finally fighting a battle. But Longstreet does have more men, so I'm a little surprised by that. Okay. All right, so we're coming in from the east. We already have control of some of these objectives here in the town. So where is he going to be coming from? Now he's only going to be coming up that road there. So let's get on in town. Let's get our army in town. Where's Longstreet at? Let me see if I can just move up the long. This is Longstreet with control of the entire army. So let's set up. He's going to be coming down this road right here. So let's intercept him. We've got a nice little hill here. Let's intercept him off of this hill right here. Let's get everybody set up initially. I want one of my cavalry units over here. We'll have our other cavalry unit off a little bit further to the side over here. Got 2 cavalry units over here. We'll keep them off to the side. To bring, who is this? This is Price's division. I'm going to bring Price's division. Put Price just like that right there. Let's pull this cavalry a little bit further over. Going to be blocking this. Let's set up these guys just like that, and we'll put you here. Tell you what, let's put him into a single line. This is Pillow's division. Guys, there, they can fire on down the lane there. All right, let's see how this turns out for us here. Where is there's Longstreet right there. So he is back here. So Nader, are you still with me, Nader? I'm afraid if I click away from my game here, I think it minimizes. I don't want to click over on my Twitch studio. But you can see here how this is a little bit different from the Total War, and that you can actually control these guys from their divisional headquarters, and your divisional commander will set them up how he wants them to be. But you can also control them at the brigade level individually, but you have to wait for the orders to get to them. So I can issue orders from Longstreet here. I can issue orders for the entire army, but each one of these these brigades and these divisional commanders will have to wait for the orders to get to them. And you'll see it, what if you zoom in close, you'll see a little courier on a horseback running around giving the orders to the divisional commander, and then the divisional commander will send out couriers to his brigade commanders with the orders. So you do have some delay where you're waiting for your orders to get in place. Now, I tell you what I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking about going ahead and moving. Well, we do have this hill here. We do have this hill, and we've got pretty good setup with our artillery. Now, what's your field of fire? He doesn't have a very good field of fire here. The only problem with the artillery is if you have a lot of forest and trees around, it really messes up their field of fire. I'm going to bring this artillery unit further up. Going to bring Clark's brigade up as well. What's your field of fire? He has a pretty decent field of fire there. Let's bring these brigades forward. We haven't seen the enemy yet, so we may want to go ahead and send out some cavalry units to kind of scout for us till we know exactly where they are. Let's bring these cavalry units on around. Now, there's a delay in their armies in their sending out their order, because you can see here Johnson is having to send a courier to those cavalry units. Let me bring. No, no, no. I want to cancel that. Cancel that. You have to be careful who you got clicked on. Now, I want Johnson. I'm trying to remember how I can send him. I think it's Alt. Yeah. I can move Johnson's headquarters individually, but I have to be sure I hold down the Alt key. Otherwise, when I'm on Johnson's headquarters icon, if I try and move, I'm moving the entire army. So I have to be careful. So you can see highlighted here, once they receive their orders, where they're going to move to. Well, this is a pretty good ridge right here. I want to make sure I keep control of that ridge. Let's 2 minutes. All right, so we've got some infantry brigades here. Have they received their orders yet? I think I wanted you guys lining up over here like that. Still haven't seen the enemy yet. Let's speed this up a little bit. I think they're going to be coming down this road. Yeah, this is the only way they can come. They're coming in. They're coming in from the north there, or from that direction. I think that's the west, actually. So they should be coming down that road, and I am waiting for them here. Put them into a fire at will mode there. What about you guys? What? Put you into a fire at will stance. Are they? These guys are not unlimbered. How do I? Why are you not limbered? I don't remember having to tell them to do that. Okay, that's it. This is a little jumpy here. I may have to control. Well, this is real jumpy. I don't like how jumpy this is. Now, why are you guys not lining up where I told you to line up? I wanted you over here. I wanted you over here like that. Okay, the cavalry brigades are moving. He has no field of fire whatsoever. Move up here and see if we can improve. Here they come. Here they come. Let's slow this down. Okay, I need you guys to start firing, please. Move up. Up, please. Why are you not firing? You not see them? His field of view is terrible. What about you? Can you? He can't get to them either. They're just out of his range. Don't understand what formation these guys are in. Send out skirmishers, please. Why are you guys not firing? Okay. Okay, this is strange. Get over here and... Why are you in line formation? Why are you in line formation? Why are you not firing? I don't understand why these guys are in line formation. Get in single... There and attack them. I don't know why you guys are not firing. Move over here and attack them. Why are you in marching? Okay, these guys are not firing at all, and I don't know why. Fire! They're finally firing. I don't know why they weren't firing before. Fire on them. Why they should not be in single column formation. Get up here. The unit here is about to break. Bring my cavalry around here and keep broke. Bring your skirmishers back, please. Okay, these guys here are about to break as well. Okay, we're already sitting at a minor victory. I'm just going to make him come at me here. I'm trying to make him come at me anyway. I can charge my cavalry at him. Coming forward with that detachment. He should be coming into my firing range here. Yeah. Oh, there's a little fence right there I could have utilized. Maybe. Yeah, get on that fence, boys. Let's see if we can double time it. Double time it. Get down to that fence, please. See, they gotta wait for their orders, though. Okay, you guys come on over here. Okay, we've already broke that detachment. Can we utilize that fence anymore right there? Yeah, you guys are supposed to be coming to that fence. Yeah, I want you guys to come on up to the fence as well, please. Alright, he's trying to do something with his cavalry over here. Okay, you guys go long range. Long range, please. Long range. I should have already made these guys go long range. I keep forgetting that you have to specify that you want them to fire long range. Cavalry unit, get over here and get ready to charge, please. Sending that cavalry directly into my infantry. Ooh, they're already starting to get pretty good casualties. Okay, these guys still have not received their orders yet. There comes the courier with their orders, right? Boy, he's going slow, though. This cavalry unit here has not received their orders yet. But I'm fixing to charge them in once we get the flank on these guys. We are winning. Well, my couriers are so slow. How are we doing with this brigade right here? We've only got 81 casualties. What about these guys? We've got 18 casualties with them. He's sending a full brigade in by itself right here. Let's watch this battle. Let's watch this battle here. They're about to break. About to break. See, this is Clark's brigade. They've only got mixed muskets. And my cavalry is starting to get in position right here. Bringing up right there. Right. Charge those guys. Get them off the field. They're already up to 610 casualties. We can charge them and can get them in melee, we may can get them off the field. They're already getting unorganized. Come on, boys. Give them the cold steel. Give them the cold steel, boys. How are these guys doing? They're getting unorganized too. They're tiring. We can break this unit. We've already killed half their men. I think they're about to break. Yeah, we broke them. We broke them, but our cavalry is about to break. That's okay. Okay, yeah, our cavalry broke too, but we broke that unit. He didn't lose that many men though, but if he could just get on out of there. Alright, so I need you to change your angle. Face these guys coming there. I'm going to bring this cavalry unit back. How are we doing over here? This unit. Bring this cavalry unit around over here and get ready to charge them. We can flank if we can. Where are you going? How many men have you lost? He's only lost 86 men, but he did break. But that's okay. Okay, let me bring up a spare infantry unit. He's still... That's annoying me so much right there. Waiting on his orders. They're unorganized. How many men has he lost? He's lost 90 men. He's still waiting on his orders. They are well within range. You move up here, please. You move up as well. Let's press the attack. We've got them on the back foot now. I can't tell, how do you see the overall casualties? There's supposed to be some shorthand way of seeing that, but they're retreating. Okay. All right, let me tell my whole army. Anderson's division. Trying to tell them to assault, but I can't find the command to assault. Where is the assault command? AI stance. Assault. Yeah, that's what I want everybody to do. Everybody assault, please. While we've got them on the run. Speed this up a little bit. We lost 444 men in that battle. Maybe if we can press them while they're retreating, we may can get some more damage to them. I've got to get this army down toward Little Rock and stop that other army that's getting deeper into Arkansas. This will buy us a little time, though, further from the west. Longstreet engaged. An army engaged with the enemy. Come on, Longstreet, show us what you can do in the west now. That's going to help his fame quite a bit, winning that battle. That was a pretty good battle there. A little skirmish. It's going to help Longstreet's fame and everything. Okay, we're just about done with the closing segments of the battle. "15 seconds before it finishes the battle force." They are retreating. I think we pretty much really did some damage to them. I can't. We'll have to see what the full damage was here. We'll see that on the battle report. It's fixing to come up any second now. As they retreat out of the field of battle. I don't know. The only unit we had that routed was... Let's see. We lost 1,000 cavalry and 700 of his infantry. We only lost 96 cavalry, so that's good. Look at these colorful uniforms here. He lost 1,700 men. We lost 444. So he did get a morale drop, almost of 1% from that, and we did get some experience from that. So that's good. We needed that victory. So the first real field battle, but we won, so that's good. Of course, we did have superior numbers too, so that helped us having greater numbers. Battle of Fayetteville has ended with the Army of the West retreating in panic. All right, good work, Longstreet. Very good work. Now we got to get you down to... Yeah, they're fleeing. We've got to get you down here. Let me go ahead and have him... It's the wrong button. Wrong button. Movement. Let's go ahead and halt his movement. And we got to get him down to Little Rock, because they've got an army. They've got an army moving around down there we got to do something about. Do I want to go to Little Rock, or do I want to come in behind them? How do I want to do this? We've actually gotten control of some of those supply depots. I think we'd best... We're better off probably coming on down and trying to stop them in Little Rock. Coming down this way. They're still suffering more casualties. We hurt them. We didn't hurt them that bad, but hopefully we'll run them on out of here. Our readiness is still looking pretty good. All right, Longstreet, get on down here to Little Rock if you can. Get on down here to Little Rock as quickly as possible, please. Okay, while he's making his way to Little Rock, what else can we do? I still don't know why the Army of the Shenandoah is not following my orders here. I'm not exactly sure what they're doing. But we have forced him to withdraw his army of Northeast Virginia back over here toward this direction. So that's good news. They're taking the train too. So that's good news. Will you stay there then? That he accomplished what he needed to accomplish. How big is that army? Let me pause this for a second. That army is 12,000. This army is 9,000. I could probably take them on in a defensive stance. So, okay. And he's back to just having the Department of Pennsylvania with 16,000 men. And I've got when the army is fully equipped, I will have 16,000 men. So we're looking good there. We're looking good over here in the east. Not sure why we're smoking here. What's going on there? Don't exactly know what's happening there. Okay, let's get time ticking along here. There's things that happen in this game that aren't readily explainable. You don't know exactly what's happening. Like I see smoke coming from that bridge, but I don't have a ready explanation for it. And why is smoke coming from Harper's Ferry? And why did Harper's Ferry just suddenly come under their influence? That doesn't make any sense. See, there's no explanation for that. I don't know. Why would that suddenly go over to the Union? I don't know what's happening here. Sometimes this game is not intuitive. I will give it that. That's I don't know why this is smoking. It does say blocked by 51%. But I don't know why it's smoking. I don't know why that's smoking. Maybe there's a dispatch up here that is telling me why. No. No ready explanation. And I don't know why Harper's Ferry belongs to the Union all of a sudden. And our readiness, I don't know what our readiness is here. Can't tell where the cursor is at. I got a cursor on this end and I got a cursor on that end. Johnson resolution. I don't know. Don't know what's happening here. There's some kind of battle going on. I can't seem to. Just gonna put him on a defensive stance. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I'm not getting information exactly what's going on up there. Still, it says it's still Union. I don't know if my army is trying to conquer it or what they're trying to do. I just don't know. I don't know. How are we doing over here? We're trying to chase this guy down. So Longstreet is still heading toward Little Rock. That's an army of 16,000. That's a bigger army than what I have, but I'm hoping that he's low on supplies. I don't know how he managed to get that army so deep in my territory. As hard as it is to move armies in this game without supplies, I don't know how he could have. Oh, here he comes right there. He is out of supplies. Okay, we're fixing to fight a battle here. Play the battle. I want to way to defend. Battle. I'm gonna play the battle. Let's see what we can do here. He has about 2-1 advantage against us. In. Let's see if we can somehow disrupt him and defeat this army. I think they're out of supply, so their morale should be low. Thinking his morale is going to be low. We're up here. He has to try and get around us. He's coming from over this direction. He is going to be coming up this road. We already have all of the objectives. All we really have to do probably just hold. Coming from that way. I don't know which one of these roads he's going to want to come down. He's going to have to come around this mountain. Get up on the mountain. Make him come after me. Mountain. How we look, boy, on the. Cavalry there at that objective. Cavalry. Probably do need to scout him out. Guess I won't. Fine. Low. Area. course, he could always just try to go around the mountain to get past me. I'm hoping he's going to try and give battle here. Have a date where I'm able to get across that anyway. Well, let's see what happens. What happens here? Really counting on his morale being low. Here this out. Head up here in that direction. Hope I'm not making a mistake by taking on this larger army. Really, I'm counting on him having low morale. And I'm hoping that I can use my cavalry effectively. Jumpy. Wait a minute. Okay. Out on the crest of this hill. Get on the crest of the hill, please. Big mistake there. Thought I was on the crest of the hill, but apparently I wasn't. Down, please. Cavalry moving out. Here. Fades. Them getting into pitched battles. I'm using them to scout with right now. I figure out where he's coming. He's got to be coming down this road right here. Got to be coming down that road. Okay, I'm a little annoyed by how jumpy. Down that. Jumpy. Clayton. Up on that hill and see if you can scout them coming down that road. I want to see which one of these roads they take. We got a fork in the road. Here, I want to see if they come this direction or if they come down this direction. May have to redeploy once we go where they're coming from. Their positions here, overlooking valley, are on high ground. Haven't seen the enemy. Clayton, have you gotten your? Still waiting on his orders. That little courier. Where you're at? Gotten his orders yet? There he goes. All right, we're going to get these guys in sight here soon. They got to be coming from Bush here. They got to be coming up that road. I just know where they are. Walker, stay where you are. Satan, yeah, move on that knoll up there. Let's see side here. May sit back and wait for me to come to him, but I'm already sitting at a minor victory. He's got to come at me. He has to attack me. Now, I can't help but notice that my units seem to be in blue, and I know I did not guys dressed in by my units are using. Still haven't seen him yet. I'm going to go ahead and speed this up a little bit till we get him in sight. I want Price's division. Have any? Why don't you guys move up? The rest of this hill is kind of weird shaped crest. Found them yet? Have we seen any sign of them? Walker. There, please. Get around me. Around over here to that intersection. Got to figure out where they are. Here to this knoll. Right, they've got to be somewhere around here. Past me. Objectives are firmly behind me. It's going to have to come through me or around me to get to these objectives. There they are. There they are. There they are. They're coming up the road now. So which one of these paths is he going to take? That's the big question. Moving pretty slow too. I think they've got probably don't have the greatest morale. They're tired. They're out of supply. They're way deep in enemy territory. They had no supply depots to give them any supply. So I questioned that. Whenever I saw that army way down there by Little Rock, I'm like, how could he have possibly have gotten that army that deep in territory? So it looks like they are definitely suffering, eating with the cavalry. Where are you going, buddy? No, like he's gonna keep straight, taking the left road. Boy, I'm tempted to charge that artillery while they're in column marching. If I could get orders to him in time. Be able to unlimber those guys and fire on me quickly. I better not take that chance. One thing I've learned with this game is, man, that artillery can unlimber quick. Walker, back up. Back. Okay, it looks like they're taking this road over here. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. See what set up on that hill overlooking that road because they're going to have to come that way. Pillow, you come on down this direction and guard from the valley. Block them from coming to that way. And you on over here. I think. I'm going to try and flank them around their right and our left. Or just keep an eye on them. Walker, keep an eye on them. I would harry them with my cavalry, but it's going to take too long to get orders to them. I just want to keep an eye on them right now. Rested. Got a decent sized army here. If I could take them on in detail, that would be very nice. Gotten your order to back off? Not yet. Way out there. It's going to take him a while to get those orders. But he has been told to evade, so he should evade them. Why don't you back off this way? Out of the way. Pretty slow. His army's moving pretty slow. Walker, have you gotten your order? Anybody that I can harass. He's got some artillery at the very back. I would love to harass with Clayton if I can. Clayton, you stay where you are. Okay, Walker's moving off now. Maybe I can harass somebody with Walker too. One thing I have learned though is that artillery can in this game anyway, they can unlimber and fire on you very far like lightning. Way faster than you would think. Now these guys are very unorganized. where that brigade is going. These guys back here don't know what to do. They're falling behind, which is probably good news for us. Hey, Walker, you're starting to lose sight of them. Why don't you closer and keep them in sight, please? Definitely on their way into Willow Ridge, though. While my guys are getting in position. Got time. We have to get him. Clayton. Get that cab. So unorganized. I'm so tempted to go after them. Get a cavalry. Take quite so long for your orders to get to your cavalry. Nice. Swing. Here. Up to. Way out of position back there. Still slowly making their way into Willow Garden. Definitely got his units separated. Guys have fallen way back, and they've actually taken up position. Getting his orders. Heal. Really want to take out that artillery unit right there. They're exposed right now. Clayton. Give them the cold steel, buddy. Hurry up. Get to them before they can. Very important right here. Not want these guys unlimbering and firing into him. They will crowd him in a second. Oh, crap. See, that's what I was afraid of. Just like that, they limbered up and were able to shoot into them. So I cannot do that. This game will not let you do that with your cavalry. It just will not let you do it. Get out of there, Clayton. Get out of there. Nervous. This game will not let you do that. It's nerfed your ability to do that. Cavalry units just cannot be charged that way. Now, I knew better than that. I've seen that before. You have to have them already engaged with somebody before you try and charge your cavalry. You cannot charge your cavalry out of the blue like that. They can absolutely defend themselves. What are we doing down here? They're still trying to get in position to guard that road. Still sitting at a minor victory. Clayton, how are you doing? Try and slowly bring him back. Clayton, come on back down here. Stay where you are. Walker, no. Walker is confident. Keep an eye on them, Walker. Army is very unorganized, but he only lost 6 men, but them firing those cannons into his face like that. Pillow is in position to defend the road. Let's get the cannon. Get Pillow. They'll come forward. There. That narrow spot where we cannons. Rice. Over here to the crest of this hill, please. I'm going to try and catch them. If I can catch them one brigade at a time, that's what I love to do as they come down this road. They're definitely very spread out. I'm going to have to be in position to pounce on one brigade at a time, though. Okay, Longstreet. Let me get back over here. Back over here. Divisions. Speed this up a little bit. Walker, you come on over here. Keep an eye on everybody. Have to use my cavalry very carefully. Oh, I'm sorry. I just realized my mic was out of position. I apologize if my voice sounded very muffled. Took a drink of coffee a minute ago, and I didn't put my microphone back in position. His army is very spread out and broken up. I've got to find a way to capitalize on that. He's got one little brigade off by itself here. He's got an artillery that's just about ready to break already on their own, just marching by themselves with no cover whatsoever. Let me bring this artillery unit over here on this knoll. Guys, come on over there where you'll have a clear field of fire. Pillow's division is getting in position. They're going to be in real good position there. I think we've got pretty good position. Coming with this cavalry unit. They're about to break. They haven't even been in battle yet. They're exhausted. They're tired. Yeah, they're unorganized. They can't really tell what they're marching into, so I think we can defeat this army in detail with the way they're broken up like they are. Okay, Cooper, come forward and get in position and get ready to pounce. Walker has not gotten his orders. Oh, Walker, get out of there. You should be on evade, so fighting that detachment there. It's already lost 45 men, but that detachment is breaking off. Walker, I wanted you to get on back over here. Come on back over here, Walker. My artillery is opening up now on his cavalry. They're not liking that at all. They're just now realizing that they're going to have to get past me to get to the objectives down here and to get out of this map. They got to get past me. Walker, you're supposed to be evading. Evading, Walker. Walker's about to rout. About to rout on me. Okay, they're doing to me what I wanted to do to them. Walker, why aren't you evading? Get out of there. He just broke. He broke. Yeah, he's broken. Crap. He lost a lot of men, too. That's exactly what I did not want to happen. Okay, here's what we're going to have to do. If we want to take him out in detail, we're going to have to advance. Pillow, how are you doing? Move up, Pillow. Clayton, how are you doing? He's just nervous. Clayton, come on up here and let me see if we can get a better look at what's going on here. We're still sitting on a minor victory. I want to inflict some damage to this army, though. I need to do some damage to these guys. I don't want him getting his army bunched up. Rice. Stay where you are. Move those 2 brigades a little further down. Willow is moving his army up. Artillery is opening up. On down 2, please. Stay with that artillery. They're very unorganized. I want to destroy these 2 brigades here. And that artillery. Yeah, Walker's leaving the field. He's just completely gone. I've lost him completely. Ah, that didn't turn out very well. That did not turn out well for us. Cooper, I'm going to have to back you off a little bit. I don't want you getting isolated like what happened to Walker. Alright, while he's got these guys... Alright, let's just sit back and wait. Let him come to us. Yeah, Walker's gone. Walker's left. Where's Longstreet at? Longstreet, let me get you over here, where your orders will not take quite as long to get to people. Okay, he's running the gauntlet with this unit right here, but he's only lost one man, though. He got coming here. He's lost 69 here. Okay, Cooper is in place. Okay, I'm hoping that they'll come against Pillow over here, and if they come in Pillow, we're going to send in Anderson's division and Price's division. We're going to try and close the door on these guys and wipe them out. Looks like they are starting to move toward Pillow, so why don't you guys slowly begin to get into position here. We're going to try and shut the door on these dudes. Got some skirmishers coming out here. Okay, everybody go long range. Long range, please. Don't know why you don't do that automatically. Definitely go long range. Lost one man, really? You know what? Sorry for you guys. You move up in support. Support. Move up in support. Move up. Come on down. Come on down. Managed to run off that detachment. Cooper, circling around on their flank, please. They trying to flank me on any other side. No, they are trying to come from this direction, though. Pierce. Back you up. You got to get ready for what's coming there. Range. Got you in long range too. Press the attack, boys. Cooper, where you at? You're right over there. You're in place. Cooper, give them the cold steel. Okay, I need you guys to move. They did not get repositioned in time. Cooper got into them. Awesome. Way to go, Cooper. Now, Cooper, get back. Get back. Get out of there, Cooper. That was a wonderful cavalry charge. That's exactly what we needed. Now get out of there, Cooper. Keep pressing the attack. Keep pressing the attack. That's a cavalry unit right there. Cooper, what shape are you in? You're winded, but you are confident. Cooper, I want you to come around over here a little bit more to the flank, please. We got to run this cavalry unit off. How are we looking over here? Okay, he's trying to come up on my flank over here. He does outnumber me, so I've got to remember. Yeah, okay, we're going to try and take care of that flank here, but we're... He's looking there. He's lost 70 men. Okay, you're going to have to get closer. You're going to have to get a lot closer. I don't have the range. My men have just got to get up real close and press. Cooper's coming around over here. How are we looking with my other cavalry? He is... Clayton is hanging in there. Cooper, you're getting in position. Cooper, I need you to keep coming around, please. They're trying to get away from you. We're still sitting at a victory. That cavalry's about to go. Cooper, give them the cold steel. Probably going to be it for Cooper. Exhausted. tired, but I think he can get to them. Chase those guys down. Chase them down. These units here, get prepared to help us against this front over here. Alright, Cooper got to that cavalry unit, and he broke them. Cooper, how you doing? He's eager. He's lost 148 men. They've lost 300 something men. They still haven't completely broken though. They're about to though. Cooper, hang in there, man. Hang in there. Still has not broke. Cooper, you gotta get out of there. Cooper, come on out. Johnson, get in there and help him. Carson, you get in there and help him too. I can't believe that cavalry unit did not break. Get in there and help him. Hurry. He's lost 500 and something men from that brigade right there. I think that's it. Cooper, how you doing? He's confident. He's lost 241 men. I think we can roll up their left here. If we can just stick with it. I think we're really pressing their left. But our men are going to get so tired. Cooper, keep coming around. Keep coming around, Cooper. Cooper is saving me here. All right. Come on down the hill, Price. Johnson's brigade is doing wonderful too. Johnson, keep coming forward with your brigade. We got to keep them back on their heels here. He's got the 2nd Brigade here that have not broken. They have not lost any casualties yet. But we can separate them away from the others and get them. Longstreet, get on up here closer. You're way too far behind. Let's bring up our artillery as well. Cooper, charge them. I don't think he's going to make this charge. He made it. He actually made. That's 3 charges for Cooper. I think he did it too. They're broke. Alright, Cooper, you get a break. Alright, entire army, I want you to assault. Alright, these guys outnumbered us 2-1, and we managed to break their left flank and really hurt them. Okay, I'm going to issue an assault order. Let's see what damage we can do to them as they're fleeing off the battlefield. Cooper saved me. Cooper saved the day. He got 3 good charges in. And he managed to charge into the face of a full-size brigade that had not lost 1 man on his 3rd charge, and he managed to break them. Cooper is the hero of this battle. Cooper, I want to give you a promotion, man. Check him out. Cooper's brigade. Colonel Samuel Cooper. He's working with Burnside carbides. He lost 280 men in that battle. What have we got going on here? Okay, that's it. So we lost he only lost 900 infantry and 550 cavalry. We actually lost, I think we lost more men than he did, but we did win the battle, and we are going to run him out of Arkansas. That was a costly battle because we did have to take some risks there. And I did lose one of my cavalry brigades, just completely routed on me. That's where I probably got most of my losses. But Cooper won the day for us, so that's really good. The Battle of Danville. So we've won another. That's our second minor victory that we've won in Arkansas. Maybe we can capitalize on this and somehow move up into Missouri and get Missouri under our control. The Battle of Danville has ended with the Department of the West retreating in panic. My command has earned us a total victory. Very good, Longstreet. I think I made the right decision sending Longstreet out to the Army of the West. Yep, he's looking good. Okay, who is in the worst shape in this division? We've got Clark's division is hurting. I thought I had the ability to set these divisions up to get reinforcements. Okay, Clayton completely fled on me. Walker was the one who fled. Clayton, what about Cooper? Ooh, look at Cooper. Look at Cooper's fame now. Oh, wow, that's awesome. I think I want to make this a division and put Cooper in charge of the division under Longstreet. That's what we're going to do. We're going to add a new group. Want Cooper to be in charge of the division. So let's take Buckner off. I'll tell you what, let's replace Cooper right now. Let's replace Cooper with somebody decent. We'll replace Cooper with Evans. And then I'm going to replace Buckner with Cooper. Where are you at, Cooper? Samuel Cooper, right there. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to give Cooper this division. Cooper's going to be over our cavalry. Okay. Okay, now I had thought that the last patch on this game gave you the ability to set these brigades up for... What am I missing? Where you could set them up to receive, give them priority in getting replacements and reinforcements. But I'm not seeing that. Not seeing that in here. Clark's brigade is really weak. Black's brigade is weak. All of these brigades are weak. Strong brigade. We'll combine some of these guys together to get stronger brigades here. That gets you up to strength. You're up to strength. You're kind of sort of up to strength. That's all we can do right now. Disaster for the Union. Yeah, that was a pretty big battle right there. Well, we're holding them off in the west. I'm not sure exactly what's going on up here. Why I can't seem to control the army of the Shenandoah, and why I can't get control of Harper's Ferry. I'm still really puzzled by that. I'm not exactly sure what is going on with this Department of Pennsylvania. But we are at least holding them off in Virginia. I don't know where that Union Army went, but I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to try and send Longstreet up this direction, and let's try and get into Missouri. I really want to get Missouri under my control. Would love to get Missouri under my control. He's got 2 victories under his belt. Let's continue marching with Longstreet, and let's get some more victories. But I think that's going to be it for this episode. This has been a lot of fun. Let me go ahead and save this. Do another save. We'll save it on Rebels 1 there. I'm going to go ahead and call it quits at this point. I'll get this uploaded to YouTube. Anybody watching this on my YouTube channel, please give us a like and a subscribe. I would appreciate it. Any advice that you can give me? I'm having trouble with the policies tab. I'm not totally understanding that. And any suggestions or comments, I'd appreciate it, guys. Well, everybody have a good day, and I will talk to you next time. Goodbye.